Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense comes onto the field first today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The RPO, it's complete. That's a 20. He's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains wove, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bailey. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hoffman. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Caught in the backfield. It's Ashley. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Defense looks as if it's coming. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Hoffman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 30-yard line on first down. They run the reverse. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on third down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Now on second down. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Smothers. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Toss sweep to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. These red zone trips, red has meant stopped. They've got nothing in 3 previous tries. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. To the air, it's Bailey. He'll throw it. Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Ashley. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. The give from the gun. Quick spin on the ride. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Once for the tackle. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. Running free. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. With the catch, it's Moore. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Johnson looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
My old coach said you never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On the run, deep down the right side. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets ball back, takes it deep. And he has created a great sudden change opportunity. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
There he goes! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Moving out to the right. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Makes the grab, it's Smothers. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Finds his man, it's Perry. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it behind the line. It's Jacobs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing.
Turning it on. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Bailey. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Blasted as he lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. Just keeps slinging it. That's reeled in. It's Perry. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Ashley. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Got it in the middle, it's Hoffman. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the left. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for him.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Sweet cut there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quarterback got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
To throw, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Ashley. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. NC State going up tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking deep down the right side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage.
Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man, it's Huffman. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Snags it. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Let's go. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the catch. There he goes. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Off the RPO, complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Barnett. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Finds his man. It's Perry. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Rush is on him. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen.
Lofts one high and deep. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.